Braza soup deserves a lot more attention because of its rich taste and unique flavor. I'm surprised that a lot of you still don't know Braza soup. Now put your hands up if you've ever heard of Braza soup before. I thought as much. Braza soup is simply a combination of water leaf, bitter leaf, and egusi, otherwise known as melon. And it is one of my favorite soups to make because it is simple, nutritious, and absolutely tasty. Now let me show you the array of ingredients I am going to use to make our delicious Braza soup. Starting off with the shelled periwinkles. You can also add shelled periwinkles to it if you want. Some seasoning cubes, palm oil, shredded onions, smoked mackerel fish. You can also use fresh mackerel fish if you want. Scotch bonnet pepper, some ground crayfish, egusi, melon, goat meat, and jumbo snail. Ooh, look at that snail. Braza soup is also rich in protein, so we are not only using goat meat, we are also going to use intestine and shaki, otherwise known as towo meat. More protein, which is cow skin and dried fish and stockfish. So this is my stockfish and dried fish broth. I had to boil them separately to get the flavor very well. And the meat stock here, freshly washed bitter leaf, and the last but not the least, some chopped water leaf. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Didi Ekanem. For those of you that are new here, you are welcome. Now, without wasting your time, let's jump straight into the cooking. So to make Braza soup, I'm going to start off by adding the meat stock to the pot. And then I'm going to also add the stockfish and dried fish broth. Then go in with some crayfish, go in with some Scotch bonnet pepper, and then give that a nice stir to mix together. Then cover the pot and let that come to a boil for a few minutes. Few minutes later, I am going to add the blended egusi. So I mixed the egusi with pepper, onions, crayfish, and seasoning cubes. You can decide not to mix yours. It is not compulsory, but I like to do that to elevate the taste of the egusi. So I'm going to cover the pot and let that simmer for another 7 minutes to form those egg balls. 7 minutes later, I am going to give that a gentle stir. As you can see, the egusi already have lumps. This is the texture or consistency you want your egusi to have when making Braza soup. Now I'm going to add palm oil, but not so much because I'm still going to add more palm oil later on. After adding the palm oil, I'm going to give that a gentle stir to incorporate the palm oil and the egusi together. So you can also use this method when making your ordinary egusi soup. Although some people prefer the frying method, I don't like the frying method for egusi soup. So yes, I'm going to cover the pot now and let that simmer for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, I'm going to give that a gentle stir, just to incorporate the ingredients. It is necessary as you're cooking your food, stir, cook and stir, cook and stir, cook and stir. Stirring is part of the process of cooking. So yes, now I am going to go in with the freshly washed bitter leaf. The ratio of water leaf to bitter leaf to use when making Braza soup should be 60-40. So 40 of the bitter leaf and 60 of the water leaf. Now I'm going to add more crayfish. I don't know if it's just me, but I like to add crayfish in stages when I'm cooking. Crayfish, pepper, I like to add them in stages. I don't want to add everything at once. I like to add, stir, test, and observe so that I don't over add the ingredients and I don't also under add the ingredient. I don't like it when one ingredient shines more than the other. I like it when all the ingredients has a fair chance to shine. So now I'm going to go in with the protein. Remember, all the proteins were already cooked. So I'm adding the stockfish, the dried fish, and the cow skin, otherwise known as pomo. So now I'm going to add my jumbo snail. I'm also going to add goat meat. At this point, I'm going to go in with the beef. See, when you're making Braza soup, if you don't have money to buy proteins, just forget it, because protein should not be lacking in your Braza soup, because that is what makes the soup that much of a big deal. You want the proteins to be fighting for their lives, like fighting for their breath in the soup, okay? So now I'm going to stir that together to make sure everyone settles down, like settle down in, settle down in, settle down in. I'm trying to make sure everyone is settled in very well. Then I'm going to cover the pot and allow that simmer for another 5 minutes. If the egusi looks dry after adding your proteins, don't worry about adding water. Just wait, because you're going to add water leaf, and you know water leaf has its own water. So the next time I open this pot, I am going to be taking down this pot and then introducing a new pot, because this is a 2-pot soup. Yes, although not everyone uses this method, some people just make it as a 1-pot soup, but me, I like to experiment. I like to overdo. Yes, and overdoing is allowed. That is why I am introducing this new pot where I am going to add my palm oil. And you don't want to use too much palm oil, because you know one thing with egusi, if you use too much palm oil, by the time the soup settles down, you know, the palm oil will float on top and it's not really cute. So I'm going to go in with onions, give that a gentle stir, not for too long, and then go in with scotch bonnet pepper again. Like I said, I like to add pepper, crayfish, you know, seasoning, all these things in stages, right? That way I can control the taste, the overall taste of the soup. If I add everything at once, I might make mistake. The soup might become salty, or the crayfish might be too much, or the pepper might be too much. So it is good to add your ingredients in stages. You guys need to pay me for these secrets, because even your culinary instructor does not know this. Your online culinary instructor does not know this, but you're learning from me today. So make sure to send my money. I'm going to send you an invoice. So now I am going to go in with the water leaf. Can you see how thinly chopped that water leaf is? That is the texture your water leaf should have when you're making Braza soup. Don't go and cut the water leaf big, 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 big. No. Now I'm going to go in with the smoked Titus fish. You can also use fresh Titus fish for Braza soup. Fresh Titus fish will further elevate the taste of the soup, like the overall taste of the soup, you know, to add its own flavor and everything. So yes, you can also use fresh macro fish or use the smoked one. So I covered the pot and allowed that to steam for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I am going to give it a gentle stir to incorporate the water leaf and the other ingredients, and then I'm going to cover the pot again and let that continue to steam till it gets a little softer. Then we'll continue with the process, but for now, enjoy the process of stirring. For those of you that don't like to stir your food, yes, cover the pot and then open the pot. Can you see the water leaf is well steamed to the consistency that I want? So I am going to stir it again very well, and then take it down, bring back the other pot of soup, the main pot of soup, which is the egusi pot of soup now. Bam. So now I am going to pour the steamed water leaf into the pot of egusi. Do you see that? Do you see that? That is what it should look like. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the shelled periwinkles. Some people use shelled periwinkles for Braza soup as well. Me, I think I actually like to use shelled periwinkles, but for the purpose of this content or video, I decided to keep it simple with just the shelled periwinkles. So I'm going to give that a gentle stir. And if oil is lacking, just add a little bit of oil to brighten or to uplift the face of the soup. Can you see? Ladies and gentlemen, our delicious Braza soup is ready at this point. There is no need to speak plenty English again. Just bring fufu, bring semo, bring eba, or bring oatmeal, and let us enjoy ourselves. No need to talk too much, but please, my people, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please share the video as well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.